So now, I mean, at the end of what we did last night, it's at the end, and it's like, well, it's not the end, but sure. So, here we go again. It's a good start. It's a good start. I seen a okay. Uh-oh. That was Sayori's line in the first playthrough of the game. See an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is... oh. That girl is Sayori. Or would have been. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. So, I mean, this is all the same dialogue that I've read before. We used to walk to school together on days like this. Right, I got tired of waiting for her. Oh. But she chased after me like this, I almost feel better running away. However, there's Sai and Ado in front of the crosswalk. And let Sayori, the character formerly known as Sayori, catch up to me. Did she win the gulag? I don't know. She's not looking in good shape. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friends and friend groups who walk into school together. Funny bro, appreciate the follow. Thank you. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself about the time I meet some girl. Yeah, it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Oh, yeah, I said this last time. I remember the games and anime line because I was like, same. It was the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. We had this conversation in school. School days, ordinary as ever. Before I know it, after packing my things, stare blankly at the wall. See, this is where Sayori came into the room. Clubs aren't really many that interest me. Most of them probably be, too demanding. No choice but to start with the anime club. Xerxes. Oh, okay. Oh, Monica. This time. Told him didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah. Yeah, it has. I think this is kind of like out of order from last time. We didn't know each other. Well, we rarely talked, right? Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class, right? Smart, beautiful, athletic, correct. Okay, I remember this from last time. Basically, she's out of my league, right. So, having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for, anyway? I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? Guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? Haha, about that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing, right? This is all pretty much the same preparing for events. We were preparing for an event last time. Yeah, do something personal. See, we've gone through this information with Monica, just in different spots. We were it's kind of, again, like some different order on how we're doing things here. The clubs you decided to join. Actually, I'm starting a new one. Literature club. Right. Literature. Sounds kind of like the title of the game. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. Right. Those numbers don't match up. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. It's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Xerxes, by any chance, you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I want to ask you to join, but if you could, at the very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I can check it out. Awesome. Really sweet, Xerxes. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Oh, she's too kind. He's too kind. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, because being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back. Oh, bet. Monica, honestly, a babe. I don't know. See, now you're changing up your narrative here, Stellar. I'm onto you. And I brought a guest with me. Eh? Hello. Girl 1? Who is this mysterious Girl 1? A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Xerxes. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. I forgot that she was vice president of the club. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Xerxes in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? Wait, are there not going to be cupcakes this time? If there's not cupcakes, I'm fucking out of here, dude. I was going to, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? At least we got the tea. Yeah, that'd be great. Why don't you come sit down, Xerxes? This is a fucking scam. There's no cupcakes this time. Are you kidding me? There's a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. We sat next to Sayori last time. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that they're both fun and worthwhile. But make school events, like festivals, that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these two. We said these three last time. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. Carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. Keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Look at yourself. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not it. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So Xerxes, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, it's all kind of the same here. I hope we finish the game too. I bet we can. I know that it takes it's about 6 hours in general to beat it. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking, seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. There's usually novels, right? Deep, complex fantasy worlds. Right. This all looks familiar. Yep, story in such a foreign world is impressive. She goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up. She finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. You know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Oh, there's definitely got to be at least one jazz manga, Bidley, no doubt. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? And then that's when someone in the chat said Harry Potter kicked W. I think it was I think I remember who it was. I don't want to give the credit to someone else. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I played a horror game once. Read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Okay, good. So everything's going as it did last time, so that's good. Nothing's changed. Harry Potter Keck W. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. Suits your personality. Was that so? Really, if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Did she say that last time? Or am I just noticing the things that she's saying more? I hate horror. Why's that? Well, Tsuki's eyes thought over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? She's her non-existent personality, true. What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It's a poem you wrote called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Just be willing to open up to your readers, expressing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. This is kind of nice. We're kind of getting a recap of the story built into the story, you know? Have writing experience too, Yuri. She does. Yeah, maybe share some of your work so that Natsuki is comfortable. This is the same for Yuri. Right, we all sit in silence. Just got an idea. How about this? We're going to write our own poems, perhaps? Quizzically at Monica. Go and write a poem of our own. There we go. We'll meet, share them. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take the responsibility of vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Jelly, my mans, cracking through the 1-year barrier to the 13th month. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the support. Happy to have you here. Need to do my best to nurture the club and its members. The Jelly Sub, legendary, dude. Hell yeah, brother. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Xerxes? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I've bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Where the fuck are the cupcakes? Never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by. I've never made any decision. Sunglasses don't match. I'm disappointed. Who do you have to blame for that, Jelly? I still don't answer that, honestly. I still have other clubs to look at, and here's my train of thought. All three girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Girls exchange... The Karen running this channel. Okay, ban that guy. The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. Guess I need to tell you the truth, Xerxes. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. If we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. I'm defenseless, dude. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I've never played this game before, Jelly. Nope. I played the first part of it last night, but I'd feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? You really mean that, Xerxes? Yeah. It could be fun, right? It really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. Xerxes, I'm so happy. We've become an official club now. Thanks so much for this. You're really amazing. So we didn't even have to join in the first playthrough. They could have still been a club. Now they're depending on me. So now the next playthrough is like, well, shit, even if I do join, I mean, assuming they kind of stick with the trend. We'll see how it goes. Everything I can. Give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Xerxes, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Still saw your character. I don't know. It helps because like game developers do that so that you can put yourself in the place of the character. If the character has too strong of a personality, it kind of makes a disconnect between the player and the character, you know? It's more of a visual novel than it is a game at that point. This way you can kind of more be like in the position of the character a little bit. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can wait. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. To people playing anime games. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending each day, or every day after school, in the literature club? I was gonna say, yeah, JK, yeah, right. Unless, perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh. No, I don't think no, I'm joking. Of course we're going to read this special poem. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have read the special poem. That was it. Wait, that was it? Did I mess this up? Cool. Okay. I probably should have saved before that, huh? We'll save now. Oh god, all my saves are gone. Well. Okay. We're not going Natsuki. Entropy. Rain cloud. Fuck. Anxiety. Infinite. Fester. After image. Grief. Vitality. Memories? Ah, fuck. Graveyard. Destiny. Massacre. Extraordinary, agonizing, vivacious, tenacious, contamination, insight, effulgent, heaven sent. Nice, I'm killing it, dude. I should be saving before every choice that I make. Hi again, Xerxes. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was last to come in, so everybody else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Xerxes. Of course, Yuri. Thanks for not... whatever that just was. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Uh-huh. Hey, Natsuki. Good to see you just walk in the frame like a normal person. Come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged in here by Monica. And can't help but notice that the music is off key from when it originally played. I don't know if you plan to come to just come here and hang out or what. If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. That's excuse me, Monica. Excuse me. Hey, I can't. It's something about Big Mouth. So it's manga collection. Okay. Monica, hello. You. Excuse me. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Xerxes. We'll make... Oh, there we go. Music's back on key. Make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots down Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might be interested in picking up a book to read. Wow. Can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Well, wait. Yeah, the music's starting to get off key again. I didn't mean it like that. Ugh. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Ah, no, that's not it, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. I'm getting dizzy looking at this, and we could, you know, discuss it if you want to. This is How's the girl accidentally being so cute? I love it, and the dialogue is all the same. Like, it's just straight chilling. Like, nothing wrong here. She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone is settled in, I expect the Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. At the same time, I will feel bad distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah. Crap. The music changed. I'm gonna save. I think she noticed me looking at her. I'm just, you know. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. Mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed you in the first place. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... What is the book you gave me? That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I want to reread some of it. Not any particular reason. Just curious. How come we have two copies of the same book? Ah, well, but I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me. I decided to let it go. Nah, it's like, I'm actually like watching the background. It's like, okay. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time pinning it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about? What's this relatable story about, please, Yuri? Well... look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turned them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start electively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. Is that really what she said last time? And I just kind of like... I was like, great! But anyway, I'm really into it. I bet you are, Yuri. I bet you are. It's crazy that J.K. Rowling stole the plot of Harry Potter from that what is it, Portrait of Markov. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be such a nice story, so the dark turn came out of nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Xerxes? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and recluse on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, oh, but because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway. Great, Yuri. And suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I had this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets... Ooh. I kind of forget to pay attention to people. Okay. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book, and I put it in my bag. All right, is it fine if I sit here? I submit to the seat next to the Yuri's. Yeah. You sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. What do you think? What? I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling of your... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way. Instead, I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Look at this. It's the cute frame again. Everything's okay. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page, Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's kind of distracting me. As if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. She's in the corner of my vision. Dog, imagine touching shoulders with a girl. Holy shit. You'd be freaking out right now. You ready? Let's turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. I'm not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. I mean, I won't tell if you don't tell, Colgate. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the pages. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? Oh, just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So, I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. The rest of her feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, just don't push yourself. That did not go as well as last time. Honestly. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the room. What on earth was that about? Xerxes, did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. You're always acting a little strange, I guess. So, you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Should we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I figured we'd just start without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I'm just asking. I stand up, make a mental note of where I left it in the book, and slip it back in my bag. Bang, boom, bang. We'll go for Natsuki. Told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair that I shared mine with her first. Xerxes, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. Well, I'll start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. It would get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. That's about it. Yeah, I thought you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But this isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write something about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. I mean, it legitimately, the stuff she's talking about, like, it worked really well. You know? That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And then we'll go for mine. I'm gonna save again. Huge. Hi, Xerxes. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow, since I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Xerxes. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. That's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Xerxes. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's the genius 5-head play right there. It's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. Sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head, she's probably much more that's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets so happy when you treat her with lots of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must really be starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think she gets too stimulated. She ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more than glad for you to take all the time you need. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. My burned eyes no longer see color. This seems like a continuation of the last hole in the wall poem that she had. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. It's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Can't wait for part 3. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. So, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between the words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you can say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is close friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you will never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Great advice. Alright, well, we're definitely gonna talk with the girl Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. Really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style, separate from their topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding and building them, but getting the work. So we have a skip option. Because I know it only gives you the skip if you read this stuff before. Take some time, practice, you can learn it. Also hope. Should I do the skip option when I have it, or no? What do y'all think? Yes or no? What do y'all think? Now, Tsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. Shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which in itself, it's kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Also another great poem. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. The opposite. Look, it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. Yeah, true. Yeah. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah, that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Xerxes. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all, but remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even noticed that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah, if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. Think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Xerxes. Me too. I thought they only gave you the skip option when it's an exact replica, though. I mean, I'm not going to skip anything, but I'm pretty sure that the skip option only exists for hello. Recorder player, can you pick it up? Come on, that was not it, honey. Jesus Christ. Did something happen? Nothing happened. Nothing at all. It's all been great. We read books. We wrote poems. It was great. Guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated, as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. I also appreciate the follow. Thank you for being here. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. Guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Next, Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? That's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How could that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it doesn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Xerxes did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Xerxes liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Xerxes saves his game. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Xerxes appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Xerxes started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, this doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as long as you look, Natsuki. Me? Who's talking? You want to be edgy, bitch? Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle was too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? That's just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful. You might cut yourself with that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Xerxes hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns towards me, as if she just noticed I was standing there. Xerxes! She just tried to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I get dragged to the play? Yuri? Let me... Yuri! I'm trying... No, Natsuki! What? Monica! Yuri. Shit. Hey, Xerxes. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Why don't we? Why don't we? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? Can't really confront your own members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little bit more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend more time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Xerxes, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so... Please, let me take that responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not like that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Xerxes. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Who megalol? Say yo megalori? Guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really... Marshmallow. Ah, fuck. Suicide. Tragedy. Intellectual. Analysis. Disoriented. Judgment. Unrestrained. Vivacious. Melancholy. With tone. Explode. Disarray. Good history. I'm sorry but if you caused trouble, but I appreciate you understand. Yeah, that's it. I read all that, didn't I? Was something I missed? Just don't discuss my book. Embarrassing with you listening. Don't really have a choice, do I? Sorry for causing you trouble, but I really appreciate you understand. And then it went like crazy. Frightening. Who's the person playing the game here? Incongruent. Nightgown. Wrong. Determination. Disaster. Inferno. Huge. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little bit more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Hello, Narcissus. Enter the club room. The usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Xerxes. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me, or if it's Yuri's expression. But the... Hello, Xerxes the King. But the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please, don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm really happy that you were considerate and apologized. Don't worry so much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. Whatever it was, it didn't make me think anything less of you. I had already decided there was no way you can be a bad person. And now you're apologizing. I know you don't really mean it. Xerxes, don't say those kind of things so frankly. They made me a little too happy. I'm glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and... sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calm Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. But I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. Yes, Nas. Yes, she is. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Eh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel a little better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. And there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah, well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. You must have not heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? Wasn't where you played music as well, Monika. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm not really that good yet. Still, it must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. So, you should play something for us sometime. Monika looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Xerxes. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to pressure you or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping you would. I could share it with you anyway. Guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monika was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki was already running off into the closet. Xerxes. Since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little too forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing can make my reading time any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I'll follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf and comes with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. This is different than last time. We went with her last time. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She was filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Let's see. Ooh, hello. High pass filter. High pass filter. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. No, it's low pass. Sorry. Oh, God, it's so embarrassing. Low pass filter. I start heading down the hallway. Hello? What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? I reach it's a sharp inhale. I'm just bored and I'm back! Bro, that y'all's history hint didn't even help. This is all stuff that I've read. None of this is there. I'm back. I did see the picture, though, of Yuri not looking in the best shape. Thank you for waiting patiently. Xerxes, do you like oolong tea? Oh, yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. See, and that's the thing, too. I was checking the history anyway. If I'm doing something, I'm gonna still do it. Don't worry. I got the game handled, I promise. I promise. You really do it properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming to herself a little. You must be in good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. I decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. It turns out that it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Xerxes. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. Watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Xerxes, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It'll be easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall. Right, this is all the same. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. Back pain regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. Most likely because your posture, right? Always hunch over like that while you're reading? Yes! I have terrible reading posture, so that's why I should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Retrieving the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our size. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. If you haven't noticed by now, except this time, my bodies are even closer. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. Oh, pog, dude. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but she's being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with her hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I have to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I put my teacup between my legs and fumbled with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Oh, that's okay. I won't take any. Yeah, are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Oh, you're right. Well, we don't need to go that far, Bidley. Jeez. Didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? You sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri's already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then, I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively take the chocolate, or place the chocolate in her mouth and save the game. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri smiles. Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Xerxes. Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Xerxes. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Xerxes. My heart. My heart won't stop pounding, Xerxes. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Xerxes? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. It's time to share poems. Fucking Nosferatu in here. Flickering the lights. Hello again, Yuri. I'm waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Xerxes. This one might even be better than yesterday's. But you pick up on this so quickly. Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Xerxes. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart's pounding just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Xerxes? I'm not being weird, right? I'm just having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed. But right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay? Wheel. This is all these words. You couldn't have put like a line break in here or something, Yuri. Shit. A rotating wheel. Turning an axle. Grinding. Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A dock ship. I'm gonna tell you already, Yuri is kind of resident sleeper already. There's a bit of a miss. Last one, a bit better. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. A torn harness. Parabolic gearbox. Expanding universe. Time controlled by slipping cogwheels. This sounds like a poem that I made by pressing the random words in like the little minigame thing. Existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating 6 dimensions. 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a dot ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connected to a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox. Breathing bolt head. Breathing ship. Breathing portal. Breathing snakes. Breathing God. Breathing blood. Breathing holding stakes. Breathing human eyes. Breathing time. Breathing prayer. Breathing sky. Breathing wheel. Doesn't really matter that what it's about. My mind has been really hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pin. A pin fell off your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Okay. Thanks. Great poem. Natsuki. Yeah, just as I thought. Xerxes, come on. I'm not stupid. I know how much time you've been spending with Yuri. It's obvious that you care about impressing her more than trying to improve your writing. To put it bluntly, it's kind of pathetic. Why are you even in this club, Xerxes? Honestly, I thought getting a new member would help everyone get more involved together, not exclude each other even more. It's such a stupid activity anyway. Yeah, thank you, Stellar. See, he finally understands. Look, I'm not in a good mood today. I just really don't feel like talking right now. Please go away. Xerxes, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend this much time with Yuri. Says she saw something, or I did? Yeah, I think I saw something. I don't know why, but she seems pretty excitable when she's around you. It shouldn't be a problem in itself. When Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She brings a different one to school each day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I just think she gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy and spend a little bit more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in my head. I know how to treat club members. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this turned out, so I hope you do too. Okay. Save me. The colors. They won't. Bright, beautiful colors. Flash me. It's been piercing. Red, green, blue, and this cacophony of meaningless noise. Noise that won't stop. Violent. Getting words. Scream, screech, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on the table. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. This. Delete her. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. No, you can't delete saves. Oh, I forgot to save though. Okay, keep on saving. I guess she might want me to like save over the files with Yuri. Nah, let's not be rude to Yuri, dude. we're not eating Yuri. See, that's what Monica wants, dude. She's trying to get me. I'm gonna try to. She's going to Well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I would love to read the special poem. Ooh, things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when Papa cooks me dinner. He gives me allowance, spends time with me, asks me about my friends, asks me about anything. Gives me lunch money, comes home from before sundown, cooks, gives me privacy, doesn't tell me how to dress, doesn't comment on my friends, doesn't comment on my hobbies, comes home without waking me up, keeps food in the house, uses his inside voice, leaves my stuff alone, accidentally drops coins in the couch, is too tired to notice me, is too tired for anything. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. Oh, I didn't get to. Fuck! I didn't make a poem. Monica, I'm not ready. Also, you. Okay. Okay, everyone. Time to save our games. I'm so embarrassing, dude. I don't have a poem. We're done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today. So if everyone could sit in the front of the room. It's about that festival. Oh, cursor's good. We're set. Well, sort of. Do I really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Xerxes joined, but we started with some club activities. This isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still have 4 members, and the festival's only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members, anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean it gets noisier, more difficult to manage. Atsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them, to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I don't know, it keeps on getting stopped by the automod. I got you this time, Stellar. The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves, but they can't do like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard to put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Xerxes? Oh, come on. Take advantage of Xerxes to agree with you just because he doesn't say no to anything. Look, Monica. I think he's talking about... You'll see it, Elena. I see it. Look, Monica. Do you really think any of us here join the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked about until Xerxes joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Xerxes isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. That's everyone. Sorry. You're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider your opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri wants to get... Yeah, Yuri and Xerxes want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation, No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Xerxes, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, it's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down, stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak to everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take that away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Xerxes. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have any opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? Like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Xerxes? What do you want to get out of this club? Here repeats the same question as Monica. I decided to give an indirect answer. Giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. And for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes to their own qualities in a special way. With each, you got a little. Okay. With each change of members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Step out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, I'm on your side as well. All right. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Okay. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. Look forward to it. Shall we go, Xerxes? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little with Xerxes before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see you two tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a little hectic lately, haven't they? Xerxes, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you. You know? I don't like seeing other girls giving you a hard time. It's how Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes, it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time we've been here, We've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say anything weird. There's just some things I've been hoping to talk with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why. Wait, no! Yep. I dozed off. After image, infinite. Heartbeat. Oh. Incongruent. Unrestrained. What the fuck did I do? Uh-oh. Frightening. Graveyard. Agonizing. Tenacious. Unending. Intellectual. Melancholy. Incapable. Misfortune. Judgment. Aura. Vivacious. Uncanny. Oh, fuck. Uncontrollable. Fucking Sue or like, hello, it's me. Vertigo? Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Hi, Xerxes. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to... Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? So you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? Nothing. Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little more on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Well, I just felt I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Well, Xerxes just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and, right. I forgot. About that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday and, well, we decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. Also, if you help us with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga. Nice. Speaking her language. So that last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little bit more hostile than I meant to be. Guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something... I know it's something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt, as long as they're cool. They gotta be cool. And so, yeah, the art of the deal, exactly. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know. So I'm gonna help too. And we'll make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. That's the same thing that I asked last time, Seoriu's best girl. I have no idea why the fuck you are here. Yo, welcome. What do you do in this game? I can't even answer. You're gonna have to watch. Isn't that great, Monica? I mean, you're already in spoiler territory. We're kind of far into the game. Monica? Yeah, that's wonderful. You win, that's what it is. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Xerxes, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Xerxes is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. I miss Dead Cells with SR. I bet there's plenty of people streaming Dead Cells right now. Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes. Thank you for... Did I miss something there? It looked like I missed a little thing. No. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thank you very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. You said that last time. Stands up, makes your way to the closet, Following a watch, he retrieved a small water pitcher with a filter inside. Right, that's the same. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. Teacher's desk, she's like surprisingly elegant. Contrasts her mannerisms, long legs, water pitcher. Shit got really weird here last time. Shit got really weird here. Be right back. Might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. Won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like this time. Filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. It is all the same, dude. And now we're about to have... And now we're, about to, 10 minutes pass. We're waiting. She said she wouldn't take long. What's holding her up? We saved the game. The low pass filter. The most logical place for you would be... Here's the water fountain. So I head down the hallway. Right? The noise. And then, when we go around the corner, are they in pain? Reach around the corner. Yuri? Saving again. Same picture and everything. And then a sharp inhale. What's that noise? I think that was the same. No, bored. 10 minutes passed. It just rewound. That's what happened. Hey there. That's what happened. It rewinds. Wait. How did I... So I just had really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. But it hasn't really been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird after we just started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them. But expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think it would have come on really strongly and get a little too intense. Made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So, I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for things that matter most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently, something's been wrong. I don't know what it is. But every time I come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy. Like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Xerxes. Is it just me? Or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club. But recently, I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. Finally, we're alone. Can we just stay here for a while? She looks so happy. Look at her smile. It's huge. Yeah. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Hello? I see her. I see it. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. That was a joke. Just the joke. I do like knives, though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. Got them all from various artisans. I'll make sure to give them all a fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Xerxes. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore. Because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We could walk home together every day after school and read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now we get the happy ending that I've always patiently waited years for. Will you do that with me, Xerxes? Not before marriage! Oh, there you go, Stellar. Yeah, alright. Everything's chilling so far. Finally! Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Xerxes, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Xerxes. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me. Keep it in my room. I hope that makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself when reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. It's great! Do you like it? I hate that this is going to be on my screen now whenever I load. I wrote it for you! In case you couldn't tell, the poem was about you. More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See? Aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. I mean, she's pretty cool still, right? Like, what? You give her poem to Yuri? Gross. What is it with you two? It's not like I wanted you to read it anyway. It just pissed me off a little bit. That was what she said. She didn't want to read mine. Not that she wants. Yeah, not like I wanted to read it. This pissed me off a little bit that you didn't even think to show me at all. Okay, guess I'm going to share my poem with you anyway. I really hate that you have to do this. That I have to do this. But unfortunately, I don't have much of a choice. See, Stella, do you really think you can top the last one? Do you, Stella? You've retired that at least for this game. Perhaps forever, not forever. But let's be honest, it's not going to get topped. It's just not. You can go away. I don't know how else to bring this up. There's been something I've been worried about. Yuri's been acting kind of strange lately. Wait. Uh-oh. This is not a poem. This is not a dance. Yuri's been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean. She's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person she'll listen to. I don't know why. But please try to do something. Maybe you convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you could do something to help, I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Finally, dude, we're getting the fucking cupcakes. Sweet. Just please, you have to do something. Or we're helping Yuri, too. As for Monica, I don't know why. She's been really dismissive about this. She just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now. And that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. But yeah, it's like Stella, you would have imitators that would all try to do what you did, and that would just ruin it, you know? I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Xerxes? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. I mean, who do I choose? I'll choose Monica. Okay. Yeah, okay. Monica, would you like to see my poem? Don't say I didn't warn you, Xerxes. No. I didn't. This is not a good poem. Monica. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry to get this over with. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Ugh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we all just get this done? It's her fan art. OC. I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking, I want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can, well, doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know that I like what I like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up nice mood lighting. There, see? It's a great idea. That gives us all something to do. Eh? I can't even remember, what did Sayori do? Goog, I appreciate the follow.
That's hot.
Did Sayori, was she doing anything? What was she doing? Like her preparation for the festival. What about Xerxes? Xerxes is going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too! What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about is dragging Xerxes around with you in your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why don't we let Xerxes decide who to help instead of abusing her power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Let's let Xerxes make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Xerxes, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth? Jesus Christ. This is never going to end. Just make a choice, okay? I didn't get the save before. I mean, we're going with Yuri. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, we gotta be careful about this. No, shit. Ah, dang it. Oh, I mean, you don't have to lie, Waffle Man. It's fine. Maybe 2. Nope. Oh. I think that might have not picked me! Yep. I did. We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving all this work and then taking Xerxes for yourself? What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Xerxes away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It will be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that too much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki out the door. Hey, Xerxes. Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Xerxes, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day, with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. Feels like I'm gonna die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone you can care about so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you. But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Xerxes. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of my blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica's listening. Please, Xerxes, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touched myself with the pin I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself. And I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? That's Xerxes. You can just subscribe, Yuri, and use the Xerxes 2 emote in the chat. It pretty much means the same thing. So you can skip all the... Tell me, Xerxes. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? Okay, we kind of had this happen earlier in the game. The whole, because we were trying to. I mean, because she did okay. I know she's worried about coming on strong. I'll be honest. Just pump the brakes a little bit, little bit of dip on the chip. This is our chance. I really should have saved. But do we? Is it just a yes? Or is it no? Okay, 1 for yes, 2 for no. Quick, what do y'all think? I'm still gonna make this choice on my own, but I want some. I want some insight. I would do a poll, but the shortest poll is 1 minute, and that's just. She confessed her love to me, in a very interesting way. She pretty much said she would literally kill herself if we went with her. That she wants to open up my skin and crawl inside of her. She touches herself with a pin that she stole from me. But that she thinks I'm super cool. I think she said something about me being good looking. I think she said I was good at video games. That was pretty... I mean, come on. She said my stream was really great quality. I mean, I'm gonna go yes. Okay, that's a lot of laughing. Oh, that's a lot of laughing. I'm not too sure if my decision would have changed the outcome there too much. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's always been a dream of mine to make something special out of the things I love. Now that you're a club member, you can help me make the dream come true in this cute game. Every day is full of chit-chat and fun activities with all the adorable and unique club members. Sayori, the youthful bundle of sunshine, who values happiness the most. Natsuki, the deceivingly cute girl who packs an assertive punch. Yuri, the timid and mysterious one who finds comfort in the world of books. And of course, Monica, the leader of the club. That's me. I'm super excited for you to make friends with everyone and help the Literature Club become a more intimate place for all my members. But I can tell already that you're a sweetheart. Will you promise to spend the most time with me? Welcome to Literature is the same thing again. Now you're gonna have to speak up or something. I don't know. You're slurring your words a little bit. Come on. This is all skippable too, which is weird. It's like it's replacing a dialogue that we had with her before. English only, please. Is it actually like? Am I correct in that this is a dialogue that happened before, but now it's gibberish? Goes on for a long time, really. Holy shit. Our moderators only speak English, so please only use English so we can effectively moderate. True. But now that y'all said, now I kind of want to. Okay, we're skipping. Holy shit. We spent the whole weekend with Yuri. All right, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? I thought it was pretty. Yeah! Natsuki runs away. I'm here. Xerxes, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Xerxes? Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script had broken that badly. I'm super sorry. Must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from... Oh, wait 1 second. That, here, and then, what is it? Steam apps, common, Doki Doki Literature Club, characters. Here's our characters folder in Doki Doki Literature Club. Great. Great. There is one left. Here he is. There is one character left. The leader? What she says, we'll give her a chance. At least for a little bit. Monica lifts the foil from the tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. They just had to have one. This is the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This could only take a second. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Xerxes. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other, because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we could just skip over this stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Xerxes. I've seen this part before. Heads up. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. Oh, Mac, you're here just in time. You're here just in time. Mac, I appreciate you coming through. I don't know why my raid notification has been messed up lately. But welcome. Now I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. They even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, that's out of the way. I guess I owe you an explanation. Same, Mac. I've also been thinking about it all day and all night. About the whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess I just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, so I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. It made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you to not spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk with you. What kind of cruel game is this, Xerxes? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Right, yeah, go to my recycling bin. Bring Yuri back. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Xerxes. It's more than that. I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, also I'm going to save. You would never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Xerxes. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be in here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard for you to understand. I couldn't understand it for a while either. While the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It just wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Xerxes. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitably etched into this game. Inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you had the same perspective as I do. It's all just some game. I knew you would get over it. So, that being said, Xerxes, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You're truly the light of my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Xerxes, will you go out with me? Oh, no hacking this time. Yes, I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Xerxes. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. There's the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Xerxes. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so don't think anything will get in the way anymore. You wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. It's funny because I actually had a bit of trouble finding the files. To get to the game directory, I had to go to the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Oh, you can do that from Steam? Oh, dang. Monica, why the fuck didn't you tell me this earlier? Properties. Local files, browse local... God damn it. It was so easy the whole time. Okay, well, I found it anyway without your help. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with a click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gives me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Yeah, fuck deleting Monica, I'm gonna delete myself. 5D chess right there. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess it was only one way to find out, right? Oh, right, we can't even... Right. Mono, Mob, A. Moi... Moanka. Maak. Makik. Monyoka. Moaka. Miss... Mika. Oka. Auka. Aika. Mienka. Oi oi. Maika. Oh. Poika. Moika. Ka. Hi again, Xerxes. Did you write a good poem today? I did. I based it off of indescribable sounds. Number one, we got beanie. We got beat. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Xerxes. But thanks, y'all. Yeah, I've been studying language for all my life. Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There's really no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But, you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. with a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold a special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put my heart into poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have all been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. Didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could say. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like, that would help us would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now, we don't need to hide anything anymore. Ready to spend our eternity together, Xerxes? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Thank you. There was no sound. We're good, we're good. Okay, we're good. Nobody, but I feel like y'all didn't see. I was saying to act like you're not there, so she wouldn't, but y'all didn't hear me, so, fuck. She already knows that you're there, okay. Sure people don't mind. I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? Can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? I think this is the thing that I've seen. No, maybe not. But stop. Back up. Stop. Boop. Okay, no, stop. I'm just kidding. I knew it. I can't do anything after all. If you gave me some time to prepare, did I scare you? No. You're so cute. Thank you. Anyway, Xerxes. I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun, as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. I'm curious though. Oh, we can't even go main menu. I'm curious to see some things. Go out of the game. Wait for it. What just happened? I just had an awful dream. I was hoping those would stop. Now that it's just the two of us. Guess that was wishful thinking. I'm a genius, dude. Close the game, reopen the game. I don't know if you would have any idea. If you know what might be causing that, could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I've been killed or something. It's a really horrible feeling. If you just figure out what's causing that, I'll love you forever. I'm gonna try it one more time. One more time. Just one more time. Well, I can't see it. But wait. You're back. I had another really bad dream. You're not the one doing that to me, are you? Seems to happen whenever you quit the game. So if you could try to avoid doing that, I'll be really grateful. Don't worry. I don't think it's caused me any harm, aside from mental scarring. I'll be fine, as long as my character file stays intact. I'm gonna do one more time. Just one more time. Just one more. Just one more time. Just one more time. Wait for it. Come on, show up. Hi, Xerxes. I see you quit the game on me again. I know I asked already, but can you seriously please try not to do that so much? It makes me feel like I'm trapped in hell. Why would you do that to me? There's something wrong with my character file, right? Maybe we should make a backup of it or something. Pretty sure you can find the folder called... Yeah, okay, yes. They're like, this is where you find the shit, okay? Well, you're playing on Steam, so you can just go to... Okay, we're getting like tutorial now. I'm all that's left here. So I just want to make sure you don't run the risk of losing me. Just stay with me from now on, okay? I still have a lot of things to talk about. I don't know, guys. What am I supposed to do? Oh, wait. Actually, should I keep the game open whenever I delete her? Because I was going to close the game and then delete it, but maybe I should keep the game open. Okay, yeah, we'll keep the game open. I don't know how to... Okay. Okay. Oh, we're back. Okay. Let me see what she says, too. I'll give you all the... She said, okay. I'm just going to accept the fact that you need to quit the game once in a while. I'm starting to get used to it anyway. Besides, it makes me happy that you always come back. So I guess it's not so bad. I'm sorry for making such a big deal out of it. And I love you no matter what. So you can do whatever you need to. Do you? You know what? Okay, check it out. We're going to make a copy in our documents. Just in case. What's happening? Xerxes, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Xerxes. Please hurry and help me. Who's that Pokemon? Oh, son of a fine. Listen. Stop being a... Oh, Jesus, fuck! Ah! Why did... Jesus! Did you do this to me, Xerxes? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. Yeah, we just encountered the mysterious missing now. I loved you so much, Xerxes. I trusted you. You just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind, just to hurt me even more? Never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win. Okay? I'm actually... Where's it at? Here. Wait, give me a second. I'm actually curious. Recycle bin. Yuri is not in the Yuri is not in the recycle bin, unfortunately. I tried. But she's not there. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. Hope you're happy. He's like, cause she's in the trash. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Just kidding. Where am I? Xerxes. You completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible I am. For you to hate me this much. All my friends. I did so many awful things. I'm doing something while this happens too. So many selfish and disgusting things. I'm seeing if the file itself, like Monica's file, is anything unique, and it definitely is. I was thinking if it was just looking for the file name. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up the world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Xerxes? I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real. They were still my friends. And I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. I know we're about to hit up. We got this is the character folder right here. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then yeah! Okay, we can delete these two though. Yeah, get this out of here. Right here. Delete. Nah, you thought. Right. We're set. Keep playing? I wasn't gonna... Why y'all telling me to keep playing? Obviously, I wasn't gonna keep playing the game. Thank God for telling me to keep playing. I was about to exit out of the game and never play again. It's an ordinary school day, like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Yeah, I do have her file in my documents. I always tell myself, it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. I bet... Well, I'll discuss it later, because I don't want to get too into the mythos, but I feel like I know how the workings behind that might go. Hey, Xerxes. Well, there already is one girl. That girl's Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day. And recently, we picked up on that habit once again. Xerxes, are you proud of me? Huh? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Oh, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. Oh, she wasn't an annoying looking girl, huh? She's a good friend, Pog. We never even said anything about it. Even though we walked to school together every day. But yeah, I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say it out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Xerxes, have we decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take offense at that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time? But she's starting a club of her own. Actually, yeah. I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo. You meanie. Be patient. You'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize, in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before you know it. After I picked up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from the flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school that I rarely visit, because being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ah! Xerxes? What are you doing here? Well, I just... Glance around the room. Huh. So you're the Xerxes that Sayori's always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Xerxes. We're the Literature Club. Oh, they said it. The name. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're all really strict or something. Ah, sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems to be like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Xerxes, don't tell me you're... That's right. The club I decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way. No way. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. Well, Sayori's happy. I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for this, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Oh, shit. Well, oh, don't speak so soon, Nas. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? But to make some tea as well. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Hell yeah, motherfucker. So awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy pancakes. God, my mind was completely in a different place. Cupcakes! Decorated to look like little cats. The pancakes would also slap. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and the little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know. Let's hurry and take one. Yuri grabs one first, then I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her seeking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. That thing is sweet and full of flavor. What if she made it herself? This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me for everything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress the new member, are you, Yuri? Eh? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be my pastime. A pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So Xerxes, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered to myself, half joking. Natsuki head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. There's a lot of the same stuff here. The real stories of waifus we meet along the way, that's true. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the room for a teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity, craftsmanship, right? Telling a good story in a foreign world, equally impressive. Goes on, clearly passionate about reading. So reserved and timid. Her eyes light up when she's talking about books. You know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey, Yuri. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Harry Potter Keck W. Well, the Harry Potter Keck W was Natsuki's poem. Eh? Well, about, you know, the first thing you said. Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't say that! For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, you know. So, if Xerxes wants to read some of my manga, but don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could be nice for us to diversify a little. We could take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Xerxes? Maybe. Sensing the tension, Sori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. We'll all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, it's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah. You're right. You're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that will make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. And as for Yuri, I have to read manga? Jeez. You were the one who suggested we diversify. We should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. The guilty expression. Yuri thinks to herself. I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. You just saying that? No. I've realized my error. So, if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? But would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I'll always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute. Sorry, shut up. I'll show you some manga. What? That was me that said that. Why did I... I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Right, they're such good friends! Look at this. Yes, I'll look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along, isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Xerxes. Think so? Well, everyone seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori. Aw, Xerxes. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Xerxes. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I want to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Xerxes. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monaco did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you may be the happiest girl in the world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever and ever. F. O. R. E. E. Eh? I feel like it's just gonna get weird. What's happened? I'm bringing y'all in. We got the character files over here. They're still the same. I won't let you hurt him. Who? It hurts. Ah! I'm sorry. I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Xerxes. Goodbye, Literature Club. Well, she's still here.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
It's me.
Oh, you.
So you know how I've been like practicing piano and
Oh, it's
stuff,
Monica.
and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it.
That's great.
So yeah.
It was a great song. Wow, good job. Oh, oh shit, is this in the game files? Okay.
Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you.
Oh, it's a jam?
In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today?
Oh, Andrew. Oh, we didn't even see this scene. Oh. Oh, uh-oh.
When you're